Hello everyone, welcome to my second video. I am today going to do a video painting of two of my favorite things, the moon and the ocean. So I want this to be an evening, sort of nighttime type painting, and I love to do mixed media. So I have a couple of things I could use for the mixed media. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to use. Sometimes I just kind of let my creativity flow as I go, right? So I have a couple of options. I could use these little rhinestones here. They're little gemstones. I could use glitter. I could use these little gemstones. They're adhesive. They're really easy to use. There's already glue on the back of them. I could use the little rainbow sequins, right? So there are several different options. I even have these, the little bling bucket, right? We have little shapes and sizes of different gems, beautiful colors, but I could even use this. Most likely I won't be using this one today, but who knows? I don't know. I also like using materials like feathers, cloths, flowers, things like that. Like I love using different fun things to make my art come alive and to make it pop and just to make it different too. I like to put a little bit of my personality in my work. And although I'm a beginner painter and I'm teaching myself via just watching videos and just practicing, right? The more you practice, the better you get. And so a lot of the work that you see around my house, it's basically an art gallery, right? I have so many paintings, but a lot of them are just sort of practice paintings, and they're not perfect at all, but I see them and I think, wow, this is, part of my heart coming out in the walls of my home, right? And I see the progression of my painting and my and just the talent. Of course, I'm not like there yet, but I hope to be really a great artist. So anyway, welcome. This is my blank canvas. And the first thing I like to do is I like to use a wide brush here. And then I like to just wet my canvas just to make sure it's nice and smooth. When I paint it, the paint goes on really smoothly. So, yeah. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Now I have to think about, what I want to happen in this, right? Well, actually, you think about that before you get it wet. But like I said, I want to paint the ocean, and I want it to be nighttime, right? And I want the moon beam to reflect on the water. It's one of my favorite paintings I love to do. But I want to make this a little different than what I usually do. I want to make this 3D, and so I'm gonna mixed media. So I'm gonna do that in some kind of way here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I am going to do it. So the first thing I like to do is I like to use purples. I like to use really dark colors. So I'm going to use this deep purple here. And I'm putting it on my canvas. You're going to see I'm going to use some purple, some blues, some very dark, rich colors. This is another blue I'm going to use here. In addition to these lighter blues, I'm going to use this deep navy blue. All right, this deep navy blue. And so as you can see, you see the purple, the deep navy blue, and then you see these other shades of blue. I'm gonna use all of these for my water. I'm gonna start there first. But I am going to leave my sky open for right now because I want to create a nighttime sky. And I'm going to start off with my water first, and then I'll do my sky last because I want the moon to beam onto the water. So remember, ocean depth is going to be darker the deeper it is. So I'm gonna make my depthness of the ocean here at the bottom, and then it's going to get lighter here and I'm going to have the moon shine on the water, all right? But I'm gonna make this side the deep side. So I'm going to use a very deep, rich blue. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, painting is so relaxing, isn't it? Yeah. Just stroking is like really nice. Nice, smooth strokes. Put a little bit more water on that one. My brush was a little dry. Maybe I was talking too much too. And the water dried a little bit. So I'm just stroking. Really, I'm just, really nice strokes. There's my water. And you see, I never stroke straight, right? I always kind of get some little curves and waves and put some little bit of texture here to my water. See that? Yeah. And you see how I'm lightly stroking my water, the brush and the canvas, because I'm making the water a little bit lighter as we move up. And now I'm going to use this lighter blue here. I'm going to blend it in here. These little spots here. I'm still carrying the water here, using this blue here. Blending it a little bit. See that? Just a tad bit. Yep, I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit more. There you go, yeah. I needed some more water. All right, good. Right, I'm going to use now this little darker teal color here. Give my water a little bit of green here in the ocean. A little bit of green. See that? I need to make down here darker. I'm doing that right there. Oh, isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty already. All right. Now I'm going to think about my sky. I want my sky meeting the ocean. I want my sky to be purple. So I'm going to mix some purple and some blue. My brush already has blue on it, so I'm going to use this purple. I know you're going to be like, this purple looks bright. It does. But you'll see what I'm going to do to make it blend in. I do want to leave room for my moon. So I am going to create this circle here. And I'm going to paint around this, because my moon is going to be there. So I'm going to paint. There we go. That's my moon. Now I'm going to paint around here. You see, I left the moon white. We're going to do something with that. I'm not sure quite yet how we're going to fill that in. Some people, leave it blank. It's white. You can leave it blank. You don't have to paint it. But I like to paint my moon. All of my moons I paint them. I fill them in with white or with glitter or silver or gray or however I want my moon to be. I usually paint it in. Okay, so now you see my sky is purple, right? Does that make sense? No, right? Who's seen a purple sky? Well, I think I can see a purple sky, maybe, right? All right, now we're going to do some blending in, but you see how beautiful that purple looks in the water? So you'll see. Really pretty. I love using purples in my water, in my nighttime water especially. Right? So far so good. You see that? Isn't it looking? I really like it so far. Now I'm going to start blending in some blue. some more purple here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a blue for the sky area where the purple is. And then, you'll see, I use some blue here. Uh-oh. Easily fixable, no big deal. There you go. No big deal. You see that? Now the sky is more blue. I'm gonna have to stand up a little bit. Get this area here. Some more blues here. All right, we're gonna fix this a bit. With some blue. I like painting with these like little scalpels here. I'm gonna use some white. And I'm going to paint some ocean waves, the white, and then little lines. So basically what I'm doing here is I have the white here and I'm using the edge of the scalpel and I'm just kind of tracing it here, just lightly, just lightly. I'll fix that. Okay, see that? Yeah. Blend it a little bit, spread it apart. See that? See how I fix that? It's okay. See how I'm using the white and I'm kind of stretching it a little bit, making some highlights. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Look at that beautiful, how that white really brought out that blue, this darker part here. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to create the reflection of the moon. And I think this is the time for me to consider if I want to use glitter for my moon or not. And I I think I want to use some more white actually. So I'm going to add some more white and I'm going to paint my reflection. I'm going to use a scalpel actually. And as you see, the closer I get to the moon, I'm going to have wider reflection. And then it'll get smaller like that. You see that? And I kind of like using the scalpel on this because it gives me a nice, here, make that a little bit wider. Okay. And then I'm going to go through this. See, this part is perfect here, this bottom part. There's nothing I need to do there. Much. Let me blend that in a little bit. Do some blending here. Just a little bit of blending. Just a little bit. Now this part here, I gotta do a little bit more blending here. Here. Here, a little bit more. Okay, I put my glitter here on a flat surface. Now I'm putting the stars in the sky here. See that? Yes. And then I'm gonna put it some on the moon. Okay. And then I did not put tacky spray in the water area, but I will. So I'm gonna do that. I want to have some glitter on these areas here. So I'm gonna put some spray there. And put some spray over the glitter. And then I'm gonna come in and I'm going to just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Okay. I need a brush. Second, grab a brush over here. And I want to move this over a little bit. Spread the glitter. That's what we're looking like right now. I'm going to stop the video.